Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about some of the best index fund everybody must have in their portfolio. So index funds are one of the most powerful tools to build long-term wealth. And if you're new to investing, you must be wondering what exactly index funds are. So you can think index fund as a basket of stocks where instead of buying individual stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla or any other stock, you can just buy an index fund which include all of these stocks. So now with just one purchase, you're getting exposure to many other stocks. And what's even more exciting is that index fund give your portfolio instant diversification. So now you're not deciding what stocks to buy, what not, and you're not doing any technical analysis or fundamental analysis to buy the stocks. You're just investing the money into the stocks you like and the index fund that include those stocks. And also for the companies to be considered in index fund, they have to meet certain financial threshold and they have to be at the certain market capital to be included in the index fund. So now you have a peace of mind that your money is in the top companies of different sectors. So before I talk about some of the best index fund everybody must have in their portfolio, let me share an interesting story about index fund and about Warren Buffett, what he did back in 2007. So back in 2007, Warren Buffett made a 1 million bet against many hedge fund managers. So the bet was in next decade or in next 10 years, S&P 500 will outperform the stocks and investment picked up by the hedge fund managers. So in 2017, after 10 years, S&P 500 outperformed the stocks and investment picked up by the hedge fund managers. And also hedge fund managers charge fees to take care of your stocks and investment. So they usually charge fees from 2 to 4%. And also S&P 500, you're investing your money with very low fees. So from this story, we can see that sometimes or most of the time, simple and the cost-effective strategy is one of the most successful strategies. And that's what Warren Buffett say about if you're beginner and new to investing, or even if you're experienced and want to balance your portfolio, you can just start investing in index fund. And personally, no matter how risky investments I'm buying, and usually I don't buy many risky investment, I always make sure that some of my money is always going into index fund every week. So the first index fund everybody must have in their portfolio is S&P 500. And S&P 500 include top 500 publicly traded companies in the United States. And there are many companies from various different sectors like financial, technology, healthcare, consumer goods. And when you're investing your money in S&P 500, you're investing your money in top 500 businesses and top 500 successful businesses in the United States. And S&P 500 is popular all over the world because it gives you instant exposure to the big companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and many other stocks. So you're sitting in any corner of the world, you may have Apple iPhone, you may be using Amazon services, and those all big companies are based in the United States, and all those companies are in S&P 500. And also one of the reasons why S&P 500 is popular because historically S&P 500 has provided 10% return every year, which outperform many other individual stocks and investments. And personally, I have good portion of my portfolio invested in S&P 500, and I always make sure that some of my money always goes into S&P 500 every week. And the good thing is that you don't have to have $1,000 in your bank account saved up to invest in S&P 500. You can start as low as $1. Make sure your investments are consistent in S&P 500. And let it grow over time. And now the second best index fund you must have is Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, also known as VTI. So VTI tracks the performance of all the companies in the United States from small cap to medium to large caps. So when you're investing your money in VTI, you're getting exposure to 3,500 plus companies in US stock exchange. And one of the biggest advantage you get by investing your money in VTI is that you get exposure to all the small and medium businesses in United States as well. So now when the market is bullish, you can get extra profit from VTI as compared to S&P 500. And historically, like S&P 500, VTI also provided strong returns. And now your money is invested in some of the small cap businesses in the United States, and you can make extra returns when there is a bullish market. So when you invest your money in both S&P 500 and VTI, is that from S&P 500 you get exposure to the top 500 companies in the United States. And with a VTI, you're getting exposure to the small and medium caps which are not included in S&P 500. So you can get better returns in a bullish market as compared to S&P 500. And now the third index fund everybody must have in their portfolio, and this is one of my favorite as well. That's International Index Fund. So investing your money in International Index Fund gives you exposure to the developed markets like Europe and Japan, and also the emerging markets like Asia, Latin America, and Africa. And do you know that the US stock exchange represents the total 40% of the stocks in the world, which is still a lot for the single country. But for the remaining 60%, if you invest your money in international index fund, you can get exposure of that too. And according to various studies, emerging markets like India, Brazil, Africa, they're supposed to grow more faster than US economy. So when you invest your money in international index fund, you're making sure that you're making good profits in next few decades. And historically, it has been seen that international funds don't always move in the direction of the US economy. So when the US economy is down and the stock market is down, if you have money invested in international funds, your portfolio will be well balanced that time. And also in future, if US currencies weakens against other currencies, your investments in index fund will actually gain in the value at that time. So now you have clear understanding why index funds are must in your portfolio, how you can diversify your risk, and how you can make good returns over the long period of time. And these index fund not only gives you a good amount of returns over time, but now you have a peace of mind that your money is invested in top companies in the United States and in the world. So if you gain any value and you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe my YouTube channel for future finance related content.